Hey, and welcome to Discard. Today I'm here with Rocker Gaming.
Oh, hey, Discard. Just wrapping up a project. Thanks for having me on the show today.
And we're going to go over a few different ways that we display things in our game collections. This is Co-op Game Display. Let's take a look. So the first idea I have today is actually for the Nintendo Wii. I've been looking for a lot of ideas for the Nintendo Wii and how to display it in a game collection, and I came across this gaming tower. I found this gaming tower on eBay for less than $20, and I thought that was a steal of a deal for the item because it looks really cool and it's a pretty original shape for having something in your game collection. Some of the features of this tower is it allows you to put games, your console, as well as controllers, and even a spot to put your Guitar Hero guitar. In total, it'll allow you to put 14 different games. It has these little slots on these two shelves that are in it that allow you to slide your games into those slots, and it holds them nice and tight and straight up and down, so it looks really cool. Now, when it comes to displaying your controllers or your nunchucks in the top of this, it does hold two spots for nunchucks. It's a little weird to put them in there. It has a spot for the cord to go behind the nunchuck. It doesn't seem to sit perfectly in there, so it's not perfect, but it will hold those nunchucks nice and sound. When it comes to the actual Wiimotes, it's actually a really nice display for those. It displays the Wiimote and whatever designs on that controller, but also at the same time, it's gonna hold them and allow you to grab them right off the top. I would definitely recommend people looking into these, maybe looking on eBay to see if they're still available. They are pretty inexpensive at the moment, but I do see in the future, like some of these other holders for different games, the price will go up over time. So definitely check it out if you think this fits your needs or you think it's just a cool item.
So the first idea I wanted to share is how to display your digital Nintendo Switch game collection.
What did you say?
Yeah, I did say digital. So since the Nintendo Switch has come out, it's been an absolute revelation. The games on there are awesome, and the ability to bring the system anywhere makes it super convenient, especially as someone who's a working adult such as I am. So to give some of these games their appropriate place in my game collection, I've decided to make some custom, one-off cases for those games, as if they actually would have gotten a physical release. The beauty of these cases is they're super inexpensive, they're a lot of fun to make, and they give you a way to properly display those digital games that you've come to love. And at the end of the day, it's all about collecting what you love. Well, and displaying it. Right, Discard? If you're interested in a little bit more in-depth look into these and how to make them and where to get the art and all the other good stuff, take a look over at my channel. I'm putting up a how-to on how to go ahead and create some of these DIY cases yourself. Now let's kick it back over to Discard.
One company that I've talked a lot about recently is a company called Mad Sunshine Creations, and they've made a tremendous amount of different 3D printed designs for displaying games. But one of the consoles that I've struggled with, especially on the Nintendo side of things, is the N64 cartridge. It has a very interesting amount of curves on it, which makes it a very hard thing to display. And for this instance, a tray style display would work perfectly for it, and Sunshine Creations has made a really nice tray. Now, Mad Sunshine Creations cartridge holder holds 5 different cartridges, which is perfect for a grab and go style cartridge holder. So if you have a few different cartridges that you know you're gonna wanna get to in a timely fashion, this kind of display looks great, but also functions really well for a grab and go style game. Now, getting to my favorite part about this display is that it does say on the front Nintendo 64, and I just love seeing that lettering and that font on there saying Nintendo 64. It brings me back to that console. I love it, it's nostalgic, and it's just awesome. But of course, they didn't just stop with Nintendo 64 being on the front. They went the extra mile and printed a 3DN to be on the front of this, and that's just going that extra mile. It looks so awesome on there, and it's super nostalgic for me. I absolutely love that they added that in. So to really sum it all up, I really like these kinds of displays. I see them as a kind of a piece of artwork, and if you go and you look at the price of some of these, it's very low for a piece of artwork, and it's certainly low for even a display from this company. They do a great job, they have great attention to detail, and they're certainly worth checking out.
Thanks, Discard. One of the things I wanted to talk about was your display shelving. Now, most of us have gotten our display shelves from either IKEA or maybe Best Buy, but either way, it's some pre-manufactured or pre-made type of shelving. What's interesting is every once in a while you run into something very, very strange, like these Sega Saturn cases. They're just a little bit bigger than your standard DVD size case, and it causes it to be very difficult to store them properly. So one thing that I've done to kind of alleviate this problem was actually to make my own storage shelves. Now I know what you're thinking, this seems like a lot of work, and while I don't deny it requires a little bit more effort, it's totally worth it. For example, here's my NES shelf, and you can see it's really easy to grab a game right off that I need. It all fits perfectly. And heck, I've even got nice display areas that are all pre-made, pre-sized to exactly what I need. You might even say your games fit on your custom shelves like...
And for our last idea today, both me and Rocker Gaming like to use lighting or LED lighting in our game collections.
For sure, Discard. LED lights can be used in a whole bunch of different projects and displays to really spice them up and look nice.
Very recently, I started using LEDs in my own game collection around some of my IKEA shelves just to add a little bit of accent to those gaming shelves. After I added the LEDs around the edges of these shelves, I found that it added a tremendous amount of value to those shelves. It looked really cool, and it gave me a lot of options as to what color I could choose to put back there. And of course, you wouldn't have to stop by just lighting your shelves from the edges. You can also put these in the backs of shelves to backlight some subjects, or you could also use these when you're taking pictures of different things in your game collection. They could add light accent to your photos and make a photo look really cool.
When setting up LEDs in my game room, there's a bunch of different places that I used them. First and foremost, I used them behind the TV to kind of give it a nice, lighted effect while I'm playing some of my games. Perhaps the coolest thing is too, you can get these for like $15 off Amazon. Easy to use, easy to set up, and they add a really nice lighted effect for only about 5 minutes worth of work. But perhaps the coolest place to use these RGB lights are actually on your display cabinets themselves. But if you want to get really crazy like me, not only will you use them on your display shelves, but you'll also use them to light up a marquee on top of your display shelf as well.
So first of all, I want to thank Rocker Gaming for coming on the show today and really taking the time to collaborate with me on this and share some of his ideas from his own personal game collection. Rocker, why don't you share what your channel's all about?
Thanks, Discard. At Rocker Gaming, we do video game projects, console restorations, mods, reviews, and unboxings. So if you're interested, come check me out. And also, if you're interested in checking out how to do some DIY Switch cases, come check out my channel, as I'll have a video up on that topic today.
Rocker Gaming has an excellent channel where he does a lot of DIY stuff, and he does a lot of modifications of retro gaming consoles or controllers, or even some modern stuff. But what he's doing over there is pretty awesome. I definitely recommend you check him out. So thanks for coming and checking out Discard today. If you have any other ideas on how to display things in a game room or game collection, please let me know in the comments below. I'm always looking for more ideas on how to display stuff. If you want to help out Discard past the subscription, please check out patreon.com/discard and check out all the awesome stuff you can get for $2 a month. If you like this video, please leave a like. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe. But otherwise, have a great day and collect what you love.